Hello, I'm back, motherfuckers. Douglas! I was having computer problems. My computer did not come on. So I left and I came back and I'm still, well, for all intents and purposes, black. Good morning. You thought you was going to get rid of me, but I'm back. What the hell? I didn't get a chance to go over the black news. And I must do that. So, look, folks, the manifesto, 180 pages. You write 180 pages and go on a killing spree. The manifesto pointed to the fear of being replaced, but also action to be taken. And the action was that, Americans, in that Mitch McConnell kind of way, should arm themselves and rid the terrain of everyone not them. That is their course of action. And so when you see one of them act out, and they also recall the actions of a former murderer, and they refer to Dylan Roof, when they talk about language written in a book published in the 40s about white replacement in this country, and that fear propagates through history into the mental midgeted minds of these fucks that surround us. And it's uniform. It goes from the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. There's always time for white nationalism in this country. And the issue is they feel entitled. They feel entitled because of the construct created to keep them on top. And that's the most egregious part of this whole fucking fiasco. The fact that they're holding on to something created to simply keep Hebrews, Negroes, enslaved. I gotta say, the fear they have of being replaced, I believe maybe that, their usefulness has come to an end. There is no use for enslavement anymore. We are finished with our 400-year enslavement, and so the entire construct of white supremacy and right-wing white nationalism can now simply crumble within and on top of itself. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good to watch. I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take some great pleasure out of watching these beings lose their fucking minds. Let me tell you what's driving the fear. It's the movie that they keep playing in their head about all the shit they need to be held accountable for. See, they know that comeuppance is the order of the day. And now it's driving them mad. They see their end. They see it don't look good. I mean, they've done the math. They've calculated the numbers. And the numbers don't lie, baby. So, you want to throw a tantrum? Is that what you're doing? You want to stick around, don't you? I know you do. However, seems the world, the earth has some different intentions. Because, I don't know, the numbers just don't lie. And you're taking steps trying to recover from that which is unrecoverable. And you've got your young men reading books and learning shit, speculating, and then coming to a conclusion and then acting out. My goodness, we can expect so much more of this as the realization sets in their minds. Something's going on. Something's going to happen to them. It's not us. We're not doing it. The threat does not come from Negroes. The threat comes from within them. That's what's going on. And you can see You know, you're having a conversation, and this is a conversation for Negroes. This is for my brothers and my sisters, those of us who are affected by recent events personally, not those who are related to the events in some other obscure kind of way. This conversation isn't for you. So if you're in your feelings and you don't like what this black man is saying, too fucking bad. I think you have bigger problems, don't you? I mean, you got your cousin over there and you're leading mass murder. Aren't you getting excited? Isn't that your thing? Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling it like it the fuck is. You don't like me talking about you, do you? Well, I'm talking, motherfuckers. All right, so I think I'm just going to have some fun today. Black news. First thing I look at is Senator Tim Scott, one of just 2 African Americans in the United States Senate. And do you know what he wants to talk? He wants to explain racism in his life. This bald-faced caricature, totally in line with caucasity, backing their play 100%. And he wants to get up and explain his experience with racism as if we give a fuck. I don't. I mean, if you're in league with the oppressor, if you love these motherfuckers to the point that you'll shave all the hair off your face and just go up there and be with them, breathe all the air they breathe in, I don't give a fuck about what you experience, racism-wise. So you keep that to yourself, Tim. And you enjoy yourself. It's going to be an interesting ride. Buffalo shooting highlights rise of hate crimes against black Americans. Why do they hate us so much? We ain't doing nothing to them. They do more to one another than we do to them. They kill each other more than we could ever do any harm or pose any threat to them. And yet we pose the threat. I wonder why. I've often wondered, what do they know about us that we don't know? There's something about Hebrews that they know that we don't know, because they're terrified right now. All things Negro are agitating these weak-minded motherfuckers, and I wonder why. And it's interesting that their madness coincides with our deliverance, with the end of 400 years of oppression for disobedience to the Most High God. Those days are over. And it feels good, doesn't it? It's interesting that time frame's end coincides with the continuing madness that flows through caucasity. What's going on? What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong? Seems things have changed, eh? Is that it? Well, I mean, you showed your asses, so nobody takes you seriously anymore. You seem to be coming unglued from within and from without, in all respects and everywhere. And yet you're here, listening to me. Don't you have bigger fish to fry? Don't you have bigger problems? I mean, it almost seems like your democracy is about to be snatched from you. You know, America seems to be imploding, and here you are in my fucking face. Welcome. I just report the news. That's all. And I need to prepare you in here that are so in your goddamn feelings. Let me tell you. If what I'm telling you pisses you off, what's coming will infuriate you. I will let you know. Because enslavement is coming to America. And it ain't got shit to do with Negroes. You mad? Boy, you think you mad now? Wait till they slap them cuffs on your privileged ass wrists. And they're going to tell you what your rights are. And the hissing noise is going to go fainter and fainter. I'm going to really enjoy that. All right. Black residents want Biden to call out racism and white supremacy in Buffalo. What the fuck are you talking about? He did the 93 crime bill. He's not. He attended Strom Thurmond's funeral. What are you talking about? You want Biden to do what? Stop. Come on. Come on. He's in bed with the Klan. Come on. Oh, this is interesting. Black Lives Matter has nearly $42 million in assets. Well, I guess Black lives do matter, huh? Wow. I heard one of them paid their ex $970,000 for some kind of referral work. That sticks in my... $42 million? What y'all doing with $42 million? Black Lives Matter, right? Why didn't I get a taste of that? I ain't seen none of that. Y'all see any of that money right there? Ha! You see any of that? What are we doing? Is that cool? 42 million, Black Lives Matter. Scam. A bunch of scam artists. That's sad business right there. But I think that they can now, they can change their name because, Black lives do matter. How about that? No? Yeah, I thought it was good. All right, let's continue. I love this one. We're hurt, but we're not broken. Buffalo Black community vows to emerge stronger. That's who we are. Now, I got to ask you something. If it had been a Negro that went into a neighborhood and shot up a bunch of folks, all for the purpose of just being a hateful son of a bitch, would that be spoken in their neighborhood? Would they say, we're hurt, but we're not broke? No. Let me tell you the atmosphere of this country had the roles been reversed in Saturday's massacre. Every one of you that didn't have a smile on your face would be considered a threat. Police would be called on black men and women across this country at a rate they wouldn't even be able to respond to all the fucking fear that would flow through this motherfucking country. If one of us dared do that shit, the edge motherfuckers would be on for days and weeks and months and years. You'd be suspect as you stand. And you know how they treat you. Oh, come on. You know how the police would treat you, right? The police would take every opportunity in interacting with a black person to get their revenge. You know this is true. There would be no forgiveness. There'd be no thoughts and prayers. There'd be no mitigation, marginalization. There'd be no understanding. There'd be no mental assessment. There'd be no excuses. These motherfuckers would be in their feelings permanently. And you know I'm telling the truth. So how dare any of us give these motherfuckers a single ounce of comfort? Fuck that! Let them be uncomfortable. Fuck them. I drift. All right, so boy showing up to black family's door, cracking whip, caught on doorbell. I saw that. So here's the deal, bro. I mean, you got a little, look, I'd have handled that just a little differently. I'd have filmed that, and he'd have been committed. I'd have put him in a crazy house. Absolutely. Oh, no. I wouldn't have played any of the racist shit on that. I'd have turned that on its head. Oh my God. I would have called CPS. I'd have said they're abusing this child. Look at what's happening. I think he's mentally gone. I'd have talked to him all kind of shit. I'd have said, hey man, he was eating the whip. What are you talking about? I fear for this child. Protect him. This dude actually came What fantasies are you telling your children? If you lost your mind, you're telling your kids to take a whip and go to the door of black people and whip on the door? You folks, this is going to become comical. Now, if you continue down this trajectory, this shit'll end up funny. What are you doing? I just need you to understand. Foreign news services that pick that up think you motherfuckers have lost your goddamned minds. Do you know that? I need you to imagine countries that are stable, that report a white child coming up to a black and beating the whip up against the door. Do you think anybody's taking you seriously, America? Are you fucking for real? You got fossils from the 50s being held together by duct tape and super glue running the country. Shaking the hands of invisible motherfuckers. You got senators and congressmen on fucking pills for dementia running the country. This ain't gonna end well. You got little boys bringing whips to the doors of black people, women on the door? Okay. Well, all right then. I can see where this is headed. Nothing good will come of this. Fuck it. Look, black team, Everest. Hey, brother, listen. Bring it in. Come here, man. Come in here. We need to just go start gathering brothers and sisters up out of harm's way and out of danger. We need to show up! I want to show up on the set of CNN, get Van Jones in the middle of one of his teary-eyed confessions. Tap him on the shoulder. Van, come here, man. Come on, let's go, man. Let's go! Don't look at them. They could never help you. Don't look at them. Let's go. Bring it in. Let's go. Let's go! All of us. We need to walk up to our lost brothers and sisters and let them know this is the beginning. What you gonna do? You gonna wait until one of them tries to take out Denzel or some shit? What's wrong with you? How deep does this rabbit hole go before brothers and sisters realize we are in a losing proposition trying to shake hands with the devil? What's wrong with you? Leave these motherfuckers alone, man. They don't like you. What? Give a fuck if they smiling at you. All right. What? Buffalo suspect Peyton Gendry's family home has a Black Lives Matter sign. Well, of course it is. They're doing 42 mil. Shit. Jeez, that's a solvent group right there. Those boys, they're flush. They're in the fucking black, baby. Right? I mean, we root for winners, right? So, of course, the guy that murdered 10 black people got a Black Lives Matter sign in his house window. Of course he does. It's 42 mil, baby. Hey. Success. Smell it? What are you talking about? The mass shooting in Buffalo targeted black shoppers, but it was also a huge hit to vital community resource. Tops? What are you talking about? The Lenny's Lane daughter call. What are you? Stop, man. Stop acting like we on crutches and shit. Stop acting like we on life support. We thriving. We feel energized. You know what I mean? We's free. We ain't on life support. Stop acting like that shit. A fucking store was fucking shot up. It has insurance. Rebuild the store, open it up, and move the fuck on. How dare you try to pity us? The fuck out of my face. I'm sweating a little. It's a thing. All right, let's continue. Goodness gracious. What the fuck? What Frank Ocean's thinking about you meant to be a black queer boy in the South? What? What is this? What is going on? says black people are like this? Who sets the tone for us? Because this shit's looking crazy. Okay, whatever. All right, well, I've done 2 shows, half hour each. I feel good. I read some news. I wanted to come back. Had some computer problems, fixed it. Back online. Getting a little warm in here, so I got to go. But you know what's facing you out there, right? You are never on friendly ground, ever. Not even in your own homes. Not even asleep in your goddamned beds are you safe. You're not safe in your grandmother's backyard. You're not safe selling cigarettes. You're not safe going to the store. You're not safe being stopped by police. You're not safe shopping on a Saturday. So knowing that, Hebrews, do yourselves a favor today. Walk about with a serious countenance on your goddamn face today. There's no reason to smile today. You can be serious today. And see what it gets you. See the response. See the reaction. And commit it to memory. All right, 7 o'clock. I'm take off. You guys have a wonderful morning. Exciting times being a Negro in America, huh? Listen to me. These folks that want to get in our conversation that Detrina is kicking out, these folks that want so desperately to be heard by black ears, these folks that want so desperately to be a part of the Negro experience are denied. No. You're not invited. You're not welcome. No. We have things to do. We're not interested in the conversation. We're not looking for anything new from you. At this point, we look to the kingdom and we prepare for God Almighty. He'll come and set things straight. And as Hebrews, we know this. So, if you're out there today and you're about to walk into work, you remember the events of the past few days. You understand that in some's heart there is no regret. Some folks that surround you are happy about what happened to us on Saturday. They're content with the actions of a monster. And as long as that exists in the minds of any of them, and you can't see what's flowing through the river of their mental state, you take some precautions, Hebrews. You want to know who's who? You want to know who your friends are? Then I tell you what you do just today. You get that goddamn grin off your faces. And you see the truth about who's who today. Good morning. Don't drop your fucking phones. I'm leaving.